Water is essential for all life. Its versatility and adaptability help perform important chemical reactions. No other molecules matches water when it comes to unique properties that supports life. Water is called the universal solvent because it is capable of dissolving more substances than any other liquid. Now, let's talk about water pollution. Water pollution is the contamination of water bodies, usually as a result of human activities. Water bodies such as lakes, rivers, oceans, aquifers, and groundwater. Water pollution is a release of substance into bodies of water that makes water unsafe for human use and disrupts aquatic ecosystem. And also, water pollution occurs when undesirable foreign substances are introduced in natural water. These substances may be chemical or biological in nature. Common pollutants include human or animal waste, disease-producing organisms, radioactive materials, toxic metals such as lead or mercury, agricultural chemicals such as pesticides, herbicides or fertilizers, acid rain, and high-temperature water discharge from power plant. Pollutants in water are dangerous for human and animal consumption. Now, let's talk about the water pollution in Colrai Creek. Creeks are interconnected systems, either from the river or other sources of water, that facilitates the exchange of water, sediment, and nutrients along the coastal area. Colrai Creek is located in Puntod, Dapar City. The elevation is estimated at 5.6 meters or 18.4 feet above the mean sea level. The adjacent barangays are Consolacion, Lapasan, Barangay 21 and 22. This creek is surrounded by the houses. The area is considered as densely populated. The common pollutants in Colrai creeks are domestic waste coming from the houses. Domestic sewage contains toxicants, solid waste, plastic litters, and bacterial contaminants that causes water pollution. The creek potentially carries contaminants, along with the lower portions down to the coastal area. Domestic waste from the local residents residing near the creek are responsible for the creek's contamination. As you can see in the pictures, a lot of garbages was disposed directly in the creek. The irresponsible waste disposal causes the water to be polluted. It turns out to be dark and unhealthy for any other organism. Here are the 15 simple and easily implementable ways to counter water pollution. First, keep out oils, fat, or grease from the sink. Stop pouring cooking oil, fat, or grease down your kitchen sink. Instead, keep a jar that collects all the fat, grease, or oil, then discard in the solid waste. Second, abstain from flushing contaminated liquids, pills, drugs, or medications down the drain. These substances contain scores of toxic materials that destroy the quality of natural water systems. Third, stop using the toilet as a bin. Throwing paper waste, synthetic materials, and wrappers in the toilet. The destructive elements of these materials may finally end up in the oceans, lakes, rivers, and other water bodies. Stopping from these habits can considerably prevent water pollution. Fourth, ensure minimal use of bleach or detergents. It is vital to minimize the use of bleach or detergents. Instead, you can persist on only using phosphate-free detergents. Fifth, reduce the use of herbicides, pesticides, or fertilizers. The excessive use of these leads to water pollution as the chemicals contained in the products often find a way into the water system through surface runoff or infiltration in the soil. 6. Proper sewage treatment and management. It is required to limit the amount of toxic substances that normally end up in the water system. Also, individual homes that use septic tanks or solid drains need to ensure the proper management of home sewage to avoid water pollution. 7. Dispose trash properly. When trash is not disposed properly, some of the non-degradable products such as diapers and sanitary towels may end up destroying the process of sewage treatment, especially when they are flushed down the toilet. All times, poor disposal of solid and non-degradable materials such as plastics normally ends up littering the beaches and riverbanks. 8. Avoid direct dumping into water system. By all means possible, We should stop from disposing rubbish or any other waste products into lakes, rivers, streams, and other water bodies. 9. Always conserve water. 10. Skip the use of plastics. 11. Declog your drain naturally. 12. Always opt for recyclable and reusable options. 13. Dispose motor oil, batteries, and antifreeze at specially assigned collection points. 14. Contact local water protection and conservation authority whenever you notice any pollution activities. 15. Take action.